Hey everybody, it's wonderful to connect with you today. I hope you're having a wonderful week and that you're finding opportunities of the Holy Spirit softening your heart, your eyes, your ears, your body to what the Holy Spirit needs you to engage with and who the Holy Spirit needs you to engage with. And so we've been talking these last couple weeks in this series of Rethinking the Church about our faith requires us, it calls us, and especially as we continue to understand who Jesus is and all he's done in our lives, that it requires us to go and do the same and give ourselves to the people in our community. And so, and this goes to, we're going to look at a couple scriptures this next week. We're going to look at Matthew 22, the two greatest commandments that Jesus gives us when he says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. So it starts there, is central to our faith and being able to be active. And then he goes on, though, he's not done. He says, the second is like it, meaning it's not that different. It's wrapped in the same mold. And if you are loving God, then you're going to be doing the second commandment as well. And that is loving your neighbor as you love yourself. And then he says, all of the law and the prophets hang on these two things, meaning everything that our faith is about should be guided by these two principles. So we're going to look at with that kind of in the background. We're also going to look at Mark 2, the calling of Levi. And if you don't know who Levi is actually Matthew, who ends up writing the Gospel of Matthew. He's the disciple Matthew, but before he went by Matthew, he was called Levi. And so the Pharisees are questioning why Jesus would be eating with Levi and these other tax collectors, such sinners. And in Mark 2, verse 17, Jesus says this, on hearing this, Jesus said to them, it is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have come to call the righteous, I have not come to call the righteous, but the sinners. And so with this in Jesus' mind, we're going to be looking at this space and we're going to rethink this idea. And for church historically, this has been a hard piece as sometimes there's kind of been lines drawn, and there's even been, if someone comes into our church, maybe not ours specifically, but historically over the years, people have been turned away because they don't look right, they don't smell right, they don't talk right, they don't act right. And so we're going to look at this. These are the people that Jesus is here for. He's not just here for us to disciple ourselves, to come on Sundays, pat on the back, good job, we did it, and go about our week again. But we are called to engage, and the Holy Spirit is going to lay people on our hearts. And we talked about those spaces the last 2 weeks. But we also, I think, need to be expectant with who the Holy Spirit might bring us. Not asking what if someone like this comes, but when, and expecting that somebody different than us is going to come, and that we have a responsibility first to love them where they're at, and second, to love them so much that we don't want them to stay there. And we're not going to call them out, we're not going to point at them, but we're going to love them into knowing Christ, and Christ is going to do the transformation work. That's not up to us. So that's what we're going to be looking at this next week. I hope you can join us. We're live 9:30 on Sunday morning in the building. Hopefully our internet is back up and running, and we can live stream as well for those of you who join us that way. But if not, we will be uploading it later, and you can join us that way. As always, be well. We hope you can join us. And if you know somebody that you think might benefit from something we have to offer, bring them along. Take care. Have a wonderful week.